when I do maintenance, I like to get everything ready that I'm gonna do and make sure I have it all, just so I don't miss a part. It sucks waiting 4 or 5 days for a gasket or a bolt that I needed that I could have ordered before I started everything. So in this box, I had to buy a new torque wrench. My other torque wrench busted when I was adjusting it for something. Part of this maintenance schedule is flushing the clutch and brake fluid. I'm gonna use this and these Motion Pro bleeders. These are awesome. I'll do a review on these, but I'll also show how they're used to bleed the brakes and clutch. Also part of that is these jumper cables to cycle the ABS. You can jump a circuit and cycle the ABS system to flush old fluid, so you can put new fluid in to make sure you have 100% new fluid. Also going to do spark plug change, that's part of it. For spark plugs, I use this anti-seize lubricant. I also use dielectric grease, which I don't have here, but I've just found this makes it easier to remove the stuff, and they're always still in good condition using all that stuff. I have an air filter. I'm going to replace that. I have a video on how to replace the air filter on the channel, and you can check it out right here. Here's the link. As part of the fluid change for the 16,000, you also do the shaft drive oil change. I also have a video for that, and you can check that out right here with that link. And the oil change. I did an oil change before I left, but I added a couple thousand miles during the trip, so I got to do another one. And I also have a video for that. Here's the link. Another part of the fluid is coolant. I'm actually going to change the type of coolant. I've used engine ice before in other motorcycles, and that has helped keep it 5 to 10 degrees cooler. And I'm hoping that with the FJR, because the FJR does run pretty hot, especially here in Florida. So I'm going to try to do a flush and refill with this Moto liquid chill. Hopefully it's good and I see similar results to engine ice. I just wanted to try something a little different. This is full strength, so I'm going to have to dilute it with water, and I'll show you how to do that. After all the maintenance is done, the spark plugs are in, new air filter, that's in. I'm gonna also sync the throttle bodies. This is the carb tune tool. Some videos on the internet and YouTube that show how to use this. I'll also film it just to show how I do it. It's a great tool. Motion Pro makes one as well with liquid. This one has little bars. I went with this one instead. I do like Motion Pro tools, but I felt this one would be better in the long term for how I do things. I also have all the grease. Not only did the bike get super wet during the trip, but during this maintenance cycle, you pretty much lube everything on the bike and you take off the swing arm. I don't think I'm going to film that and show that. Brian Glenn from Two Wheel Obsession has an awesome tutorial on how to do that, so go check that out. And if I can put a link, I'll put it right there. But I will show how I lubricate brake pedals, clutch pedals, and everywhere else on the bike that it's needed. And then all the bits and pieces. Like I said, I like to make sure I have everything, so I went through and just ordered nuts and extra nuts and bolts for where typically you either have to cut them or they get rusty. Just in case I find some issues, I don't have to wait a few days to get one little nut to put the bike back together. So yeah, the bike's going to be out of commission for a little bit while doing all this maintenance and taking it apart. But afterwards, a lot of ride videos coming out over the winter. If there's somewhere specific in Florida that you would want to see, definitely let me know and I'll go ride there and check it out. As you can see from the channel, love exploring, love checking out new things. So a lot of maintenance ahead of me. The videos for the Blue Ridge Parkway are being edited, so definitely subscribe So you're one of the first to know when new videos are put up. And once all this maintenance is done, you can check these out. Now, before I start all this maintenance, let's go explore.